Hello YouTube, this is Justin Game 44 here, and the camera's a bit low. Okay, let me help with that. Okay, that's a bit better. Hello YouTube, this is Justin Game 44 here, again, and oh, who am I kidding? This is a bit too low. Okay, that's much better, sort of. Aha, the light's in the way. You know what, who am I kidding? I'll just take the hat off for this. Anyway, as you all know, or may not know if you're new here, every year, usually, I do a last of the year video, and I also do a brand new year of the video. Sometimes I just do one, or it's mostly the next new year video, though. Anyway, today I want to look back on 2024. I will admit, I didn't kind of reach my goals as I was hoping for this year. Although, I will admit, though, that was kind of on me. I was a bit lazy around during the summer and the last couple months in 2024. Because I kind of just thought, like, oh, I'll do it later type thing, or not right now, and then I just don't do it. Honestly, though, out of all the times throughout my whole entire life of doing, like, a workout thing, of making a commitment to it, this was honestly the best time I have ever actually done it. I tried to stick on it for months until it was around the summer, then kind of slowed back down, and then I got back on after summer, which honestly would have been a lot more helpful if I didn't. But just like a general, a lot of things were going on. We were supposed to move here a lot more sooner, but then just things happened before we could even get moving, and it's just a bunch of stuff that happened. Which eventually caused us right around October, then that whole entire drama with the storm thing, where we first moved in for the first week just getting everything settled in, and then when we just got everything done, we had to quickly move everything to block the windows and everything, just to make the place safe. And almost a week after the storm, well, almost like 5 or 4 days, where we basically were in we were sleeping in the motels, and we were also just trying to avoid the storm, and it took around 4 or 3 days before the power finally did came back on, but the water kept going on and off throughout the month. That was a big trouble. I had to end up using all my bottles of water to fill up the toilet just so we can flush. Okay, I know that might have been gross, but still, it's true. We had to keep filling the back of the toilet and everything with water because the water kept going off. There was even sometimes during November or December where the water would just be off for like a few hours or a few days. And we think we figured out what the problem was. Every single time a big vehicle for construction comes in this park, it might actually damage the pipes underneath that caused the water to be turned off. So that might have been the reason why the water was most likely going off and everything. Which these pipes were honestly old, but we never really had this problem before the storm. Although we might have had it one time, but that was basically because some lazy worker wasn't even working. But that's a story for another time. Well, actually, no, not really. What happened was, though, the landlady who got the worker, he was there for 8 hours and was basically on his phone. We found this all out later, and then she had to make a complete big complaint, but the worker was complaining that he deserves to be paid, despite the fact he wasn't even working, was just being on his phone. Yeah, that was just a lot to take in. But no, besides all that, let's really talk about. Now, as you all may have known or may not know, in the beginning of 2024, I made a New Year's resolution that I would be working out and get muscular big. Now, I will admit, as you can see, yeah, not so much. Although that's not to say, really, I didn't make no new improvements. I have gained over 30 pounds. Back then, I used to weigh over 120 pounds. But now I'm 150. I had started gaining a bit of muscle and everything. Not really noticeable. This year was kind of like me focusing on what I have actually was seeing. I've been looking at what I've been doing wrong and what I've been need to get done right. I am now 150 pounds, which that's great. My face is a bit more thicker with fat. Good at one. And I have started to actually gain more like improvements in everything generally. But no, honestly, I realize there might have been some problems that I do need to work on. One of those things is I do need to start doing a lot more. One of the reasons why I have not been gaining a lot of weight though is because in general I don't eat a lot. I'm just not a big eater. Like I like eating small meals and all that type of stuff. Other than that, really, that's it. This this whole entire year has been like an experience for me. What I start need to do if I want to, because by the next, well, August, I'm going to be 24 years old, and I do want to start getting more muscular because I don't want to be in my 20s being skinny, and that's just generally me. Forgive anyone. Okay. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear what's going on. They're all having fun watching movies. And honestly, timing is timing. You know what I'm saying? But no. Yeah. There was a few other things, like I wanted to complete my Golden Fox, although that was generally really mindful for not focusing. I do realize I have to go back on some of the previous chapters and fix up some of the grammar mistakes in that story. As well, I also am rereading it, seeing what is there I have in it, and so I can complete it. I really wanted, because this will be the 7th year this story has been out on my fan fiction website. As well, I want to complete I want to start writing in general my own books, not fan fiction stories as well. Which, that will be something I will be doing. I do feel a bit lazy this year that I haven't really been completing any of my books. Which I was actually hoping this year I would have completed my Golden Fox story, but turns out I was wrong. I have uploaded a few, but really other than that, a few new chapters. That's basically it. I was hoping this would be the final year of the Golden Fox story before I move on to some of my others. I wanted to return back to some of my old fan fictions with how much I gained from my previous works on those chapters, stories, and honestly, I have the old stories, but I've been reading them and realized how bad my writing and grammar really was. I didn't realize it sounded that bad until now. These stories I wrote back in 2019. And I realized, like, wow. I mean, back then, I was just generally not interested in writing or telling stories until I got into fan fiction. And honestly, it's because of fan fiction, my writing and me wanting to read has gotten a lot better ever since then. And then I decided, wow, these are actually interesting. I want to start writing my own fan fictions. And actually, ultimately, I did want to write books even before that, but I honestly, the reason why was because I didn't know how to publish books or even do anything. But when I found out I could post my chapters on for free and knew how to do it, I decided, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. A lot of that stuff was interesting. Now, yeah, as for uploading videos, yeah, I haven't really uploaded that much this year as I thought I was going to be as well. But then again, I also realized that was because I was generally busy. Like, I was basically taking care of my nephews. The moving during the time we were moving here was stressful. And yeah, I know what some of you might be thinking if you were reading about my whole entire reviewing every Courage Cowardly Dog episode review. Honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was generally lazy. I thought, oh, I'm gonna do it during October, but then the storm came and everything, then I thought, oh my goodness, I have to get it all done before November, but then, you know what, I'll just do it during November, but then I just didn't really do it, because I was just getting mentally drained in a way, so I decided why not do it December, because honestly, it was going day by day. I wanted to get on the schedule, but then yeah, I wasn't even watching the episode, so I couldn't even do the review because honestly, that's just how much I was doing. Like, watching a video kind of was just basically becoming a chore as well with it. Which, yeah, that does make me sound lazy, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's something I will be doing, like, doing a video like this where I generally come sit down and talk. And finally, that's something that I will definitely be doing. I will also be completing my Dragon the Nine Realms review and just start finishing up that whole entire series altogether. I want to start doing every episode review series where I sit down here and talk what I think. Now, nonetheless, that's kind of what I want to start doing. Like, honestly, I want to start sitting down making more videos of me talking what I think, what I like, and what I don't like. And besides making videos, I mean, in general, I want to get back on a New Year's resolution of me really getting more serious with my workout routine. I've been looking up foods, what to eat and everything, protein foods, food that does not have sugar in it, 0%, all that type of stuff. Anyway, besides the whole entire food meal thing, I also in general been looking at what I am going to be doing for this whole entire year. I'm going to be start looking up different projects and all other types of stuff that I want to get back doing. I also got a brand new phone, and now I have two phones. One, I'm still doing some of my old work on my old phone, while the other, it's run out taking calls and everything, finally. It's all a bunch of work I've been doing. Anyway, there are still some other projects I will be doing. I don't know what I'll be like. I want to start doing How to Train Your Dragon fan fictions, which of course I am doing. But honestly, there's still just a lot of work I need to be doing. In general, basically everything. Because I just realized I'm just repeating myself. But no, seriously. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And this is something I'm definitely looking forward to keep doing. Doing these videos every year is honestly fun. It's a reminder of how far I've come since the very first time I'd done this. Back when I was around like 16, I think. 16 or 15. I was. And honestly, I have come a long way. I've been doing YouTube for around like 8 years now, I think. Around 8 to 7. But nonetheless, this has honestly been great doing. And I'm still going to keep doing videos on my YouTube channel. But until then, for the final time in 2024, this is Justin Game 44. Well, let me do this the right way. I'm signing out 2024. Until then, I'll see you later for the new year. Bye.